Hi, I'm Melanie Williams and I'm really excited to be sat here with Marek and Nina, as I said, manifestors of Wild Pharmacy, and find out a lot more about this superfood that you're bringing to us in the form of chaga. Now, what is chaga? Because I'd never heard of it before.
Well, chaga is it's a potent superfood, but more than that, it's a medicinal mushroom. So it has amazing medicinal properties. It's nutrient rich and has been shown for hundreds of years to have amazing medicinal and health healing properties and benefits.
Oh, yeah. So where is it sourced?
It's sourced from the Russian forest on the taiga in the northern hemisphere. I mean, you can get it from Canada as well. But it's mainly northern hemisphere because it needs to be extremely cold, at least -30 for these mushrooms to grow on these trees.
How strange! You'd imagine it needs to be hot.
Well, it's the kind of, coffee is where it's grown where it's hot, and then chaga is like an equivalent, like coffee, but in the northern hemisphere. So,
but chaga is completely caffeine free, isn't it? It's no caffeine in it, and it can be. Can it be used as a substitute for coffee then?
Yeah, it was used as a coffee substitute
during the war.
Yeah, during the war they used it
in
Finland. So it does have that use.
Yeah.
Well, I've had the privilege of being experimenting with taking chaga myself, and my caffeine cravings, I have noticed, have just really reduced, and I've gone days without any coffee, whereas I would be one a day, two a day. I try and limit myself. So it's really, really delicious and so easy to make, because I know I hate taking tablets. Personally, I don't like taking tablets. I find myself not doing it, but I'm just loving the chaga. I mean, how do we know how much to take?
Well, it's an adaptogen, so it will actually, and it's a food. So you can take as much as you need, really, and you just listen to your body.
Right.
I mean, our kind of recommendation is 2 teaspoons per day. We have one in the morning and then one in the afternoon.
Right. I think I've been having more than that. I mean, going crazy.
If I feel that I need more, I will have more. Or some days I have less. It just depends on how you feel that day. What's interesting is that I think your body starts to tell you what you need, and that's what has been a huge revelation for me that chaga's brought to my life.
Yes.
That I am hearing what my body needs.
So it's kind of putting you more in touch with your body's needs.
With what I need, yeah, absolutely.
What other? I mean, you say it's got large, doses of melanin in it. Is that right?
Yeah, it's the food that's got the most melanin. It's melanin rich. The outer coating of it, if you ever looked at it, is just jet black, and it's full of melanin. And melanin has been shown to be a very powerful antioxidant. So it's great for our longevity. It's anti-aging.
Great.
And it's brilliant for beauty because it really enhances the skin.
Wow.
It's got these also amazing polysaccharides like the beta-glucans. It's got what we call the euthning molecule, which is a superoxide dismutase, which is another incredible antioxidant. And then melanin also, we need it for our sleep. So at night it creates melatonin, which puts us into deep sleep. And we're hearing a lot from our clients who are taking this, that their sleep is just so much improved. And if they don't have chaga one day, they don't sleep as well.
Yeah.
Well, I've noticed that. I've noticed with like I said, the 6 weeks that I've been taking it, I've been going like, it's been definitely, and like you were saying, I've just felt like it's I can't drive through it saying stop, and it's almost like saying lie down, less haste, more speed, and in this modern world, it's do, and it's instead of be.
Yeah, that deep sleep is so important for our own recovery, for our body to repair itself, and there's so much in the modern day that stops us from getting into that deep sleep, whether it's the computer being on too late at night or just the EMFs that we're being bombarded with all through the night. So to get into that deep state of sleep is just
blissful.
You know, it's essential to our body's repair.
So many distractions.
There is an intelligence to chaga. I mean, once you start taking it, it does kind of talk to you. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but there is an intelligence with it, and with it being an adaptogen, a powerful adaptogen, it modulates our system, so it balances it out. So if we need something boosting, it will boost it up. If we need something calming down, like for instance, if we have an autoimmune disease, it will calm the immune system down.
Wow.
So it doesn't only just fight infection and fight disease.
It meets you where you are.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, I mean, I've been watching this space, but I for a while, for a couple of weeks now, but I've had, I know for myself, I've had an issue with my back teeth, and you know, was on the verge of losing them with the gum disease, and then I had it here, and I've just noticed, really sore, and my gums bleeding. It sounds horrible, but I've noticed in the last couple of weeks that they've stopped bleeding for the first time in months, and that's like a mini miracle. So I'm just watching this space, and I have to say, but that's on a physical level, on a I would say almost like conscious level. I've noticed that my dreams have been very, very clear. I've been having very clear dreams. Is that related, do you think?
Well, you're not the only person to have said that to us, so maybe it is a chaga. You know, I think it's early days for most of us, but definitely.
What inspired you to bring, I mean, obviously there's all of this, but to actually, you clearly, you set up Wild Pharmacy. You clearly felt quite driven to bring us this chaga.
Well, last year we go to Ireland. We've got this incredible holistic dentist, Dr. Evelyn, in Westport, and you know, we saw the chaga on the shelf, and we just were so intrigued by this black substance. I mean, if you see it, it's jet black. It's diamond. I mean, they call it the diamond of the forest. Wow. And this is the extract. So this is not the powder. This is the actual extract. So it's
not a chaga tea. It's a chaga extract.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
So it's got all the by making it into an extract, you kind of concentrate all the nutrients. So you make it biologically active, so the body can assimilate it. So it will have. That's what makes it give the healing benefits and medicinal benefits.
Right. So they can actually assimilate it, because I know with a lot of you know, tablets that you get in the health shop, they find them at festivals, piles and piles of them in the toilet, unabsorbed.
And we started taking this, and we just, for me personally, the incredible energy boost.
For me, it was deep sleep. Really getting into that, which for years I hadn't experienced. You know, and it was amazing to actually have deep. I didn't have problems sleeping. I just never really got into the deep sleep, and I didn't realise that wasn't happening until I took chaga. Chaga took me down deep, and you know. And
then we just started reading about it, and you know, I've always kind of, because you know, this modern day world, you know, you kind of, a lot of people feel run down, anxious, you know, and it's like, God, I'd love a tonic. You know, you kind of say that old-fashioned thing. I'd love an elixir. I'd love a tonic.
And a magic potion to help with the to-do list. The endless to-do list.
Yeah, and so it is this incredible immune tonic, really.
Incredible support for your life. That's what I feel.
Yeah.
Well, health is for me. Health is multi-dimensional. It's it's the physical, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual, and it's bringing, and I have to say that I am experiencing a connection. That's why I felt so drawn to it, let alone that I'm half black, and the melanin, it's melanin rich, derived from my name. So I didn't know that. I mean, you told me that after, but I felt an instant hit when you talked about this mushroom
from outer space.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Yeah. I mean, David
That's
Wolf.
very cosmic.
Yeah, David Wolf's written a great book about chaga, and he talks about, you know, these spores coming from outer space.
I love that.
Coming to Earth. You know.
Is that why it sparkles?
Yeah. I mean, you look at a lot of medicinal. Yeah, absolutely. But you look at a lot of medicinal mushrooms. I mean, they're like flying saucers if you see them on the tree. I mean, they are cosmic. I mean, 30% of the DNA of a fungi is the same as human beings. You know, it's not a plant, it's not an animal.
That's strange, actually, because I think mushrooms have been getting a bit of a bad press with, you know, all the probiotics that we're told to take, and not to do, you know, mushrooms. If you're on an anti-candida diet, it's like avoid the mushroom. So it's like, and I never felt completely connected with that. And another health practitioner to me said mushrooms have a lot of, you know, health properties. So
yeah, especially the tree. It's the tree mushrooms. It's very
So
rare.
it's a tree mushroom.
Yeah, it's very rare that a tree mushroom will be poisonous.
Right.
You know. I mean, you know, I've never been really into mushrooms myself, but chaga, I don't know. It's.
I think chaga lives on the dark side, doesn't it?
Wow.
And it takes no, but it does.
Makes you comfortable with your dark side.
Yeah,
And that,
and
I mean,
it,
in
and
this
it
world,
takes you deep.
Yeah.
Chaga takes
Yeah.
you really deep,
It
and
does.
it can't be on the chaga can't be a surface thing, because that's not the nature of chaga. The nature of chaga is dark and deep.
right, so it takes us through, because I know for me, health is multi-dimensional. You know, there's the physical, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual. It's bringing all of those things into balance. And so it's vibrating on all those levels, isn't it? From what I can see and what I am experiencing over my trials with this. Thank you.
Well, my own personal experience with it, when I took it, was that I felt that it had opened up a space within me. It was really, I've never felt anything like that before. And we were walking along, and I was thinking, oh my God, I'm really starving. I need something to eat. I'd eaten maybe half an hour before, but I was thinking, I am so hungry. I need to eat something. I was thinking, I'm just going to go and get a pizza and put it in the oven. I'm starving. I was thinking, this is so weird. What's going on? I thought, just slow down a minute. And my body said, no, I want fat. I want good fat. I need you to go and get some nuts. I need you to get some avocados.
Yes.
And that's what I went and got. And
Your
I ate them. And my body
you.
was happy then. It was fine.
Yes, yeah.
It's
I've never had that before. I've
But
never
being
had
that in
that
touch.
experience where I've been that in touch. Where
And that clear.
Yeah. When
Yeah,
I actually stopped and listened, what's going on here? What does my body need?
Wow.
And it was like, I need fats. I need some good fats. My body's crying out for some good fats.
So it's like, it's at a conscious level, it's like really, really tuning you in.
Well, I think I feel that it's really directing my life at the moment.
That's incredible. So that's working on the conscious level.
Yeah.
I know that I've been experiencing on the conscious level. For me, I've had this. I've been living in confusion a lot over the, very stressed, very confused. That what is it? What is the path? And on that conscious level, I mentioned the physical bit before. Was that I felt a clarity that I hadn't felt in a long time. It was coming through my dreams, and I was suddenly going, I'm very clear that I need to do this, or that I need to approach this in this way. Wonderful. And like I say, that's been new.
I mean, this is what's exciting to us. All the people that are taking it are all having these different experiences. You know?
And your own personal experience. I think everybody's experience is different. Because it seems that you get into a relationship with the chaga, and it's different to the next person's relationship, because they're in a different space. They need something different.
Well, absolutely. I mean, a very wise person said to me that effectiveness is the measure of truth. So, I mean, it doesn't matter if I tell you that broccoli is the best thing in the world to eat, and I think, are you allergic to broccoli? Was it somebody was allergic to broccoli? Anyway, somebody was recommending this herbal tonic, and it didn't work for this person at all. So if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you, does it?
Yeah.
Exactly. You've got to. It's an experiential thing.
It has to be your own experience with it.
Yeah.
But I love that you say that it tuned you into your body, because I think that we are attempting as a species to tune back in, and actually we do know what our body needs if we're in touch and if we're listening.
Absolutely. And this is why the superfoods as a class is really important at this time. I mean, we see chaga as a real benefit to humankind. It's coming at the right time. It's been around for hundreds of years in the East, but
Has it?
The West now, we need chaga. We need it. We need it as a stress protector. these superfoods are helping our immune systems. We need to have strong immune systems to be able to deal.
To survive in this environment.
Yeah,
Right,
absolutely.
yeah,
Survive in this
I hear you.
environment.
To
That's a
survive in
really
this-
interesting
Yeah,
phrase
yeah.
because
Yeah.
the chaga survives in its environment, which is extreme cold.
Harsh.
Yes, harsh environment.
Harsh.
So it gives that to us. It gives us the ability to survive in our environment.
Yeah.
So
It
whether
gives
that's
back
full
from
of stress,
Siberia.
Yeah.
whatever it is, you know, chaga will help you.
So how do we take it?
Well, very
So
simply.
many ways.
So many ways. I mean, it's very simply dissolves, in water. You can take it in cold or hot water. You take a teaspoon, and it will just dissolve, and then you can
Just like instant coffee.
It
Yeah.
is.
Just
Yeah.
like as easy as making instant
It's
coffee.
a brilliant alternative to coffee.
Yeah.
If you want to stop coffee or reduce it, I mean, some people take chaga and coffee together, but if you want an alternative, a nutritious alternative, then chaga is fantastic. It's like an espresso,
Well, brilliant. Well, we're actually now we're going to make chaga. We're going to go over to the kitchen and we're going to make some chaga recipes. I think we're going to do a chaga bullet and
A chaga coffee and a chaga cacao latte.
well, I've looked at the recipes and they look yummy. So let's go. So we'll talk more.
Wonderful.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Mel.
Thank you,
Thank
Mary.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Nina.
Thank you.